So when thinking about how to design the gameplay for wildcards, we thought a lot about, stuff that we really liked about the previous games that we worked on, but also where we wanted to innovate and kind of where we wanted to draw the boundaries for ourselves. Because I think, we all, as much as we want to go blue sky, we need some constraints to actually make sure we design something.
So you're going to load into the arena. The first thing that's going to happen is your deck of cards that you built is going to draw. You're going to get at least five cards into your hand. Then you're going to see the opponent do the same. Now the game can begin. And this is where things get a bit more interesting, where both players are going to have a hero. And in our game, your hero is going to have some sort of health pool. And the aim of the game is mostly going to be to take out your opponent's hero.
The use of the hero cards that we'll be having within the game are essentially going to be something that will allow players to kind of find their own path into how they choose to play the game. Any given hero will kind of naturally predispose towards a particular game style, and if that particular game style leans towards how they like to play games, it'll be kind of a natural guide as to what cards pull them towards a real good deck.
And we talked about, like, for example, like a glass cannon hero, where it's got barely any health, but it deals a shed load of damage, and then you've got a deck to support it. Maybe it keeps replenishing its health or blocking it from attacks or whatever it may be, and then your deck then revolves around this this card with like no HP that's just absolutely killing it. If you miss one turn, you're dead.
Thinking about what I'm excited to see myself and reveal to players for wildcards, I think just having people check out heroes and what they do and how their abilities are used, because you'll see stuff if you played our games before, you'll be like, oh, that seems kind of familiar. But then there's some nuance there that opens up things that weren't possible in the other games that we had. And so I think those are probably the two I'm most excited for.
With the cards, we wanted to have them in a way so that it's featuring more of the amazing artwork, and then we want to just showcase that. So on the cards you can expect more artwork and less information. The abilities are going to be probably smaller and more clear. There's going to be more icons to represent stuff. It's going to be a little bit different with some surprise parallaxing probably.
In Wildcards, cards are split into 4 albums: culture, nature, science and history, and within those we have a whole host of collections where the cards are grouped, and you can synergize within them, or you can just throw that out the window and play whatever the heck you like, really. And the really exciting thing for me is that I've been involved in the planning of these launch cards, so the cards that are going to kick off the game and that you can just pick up and run with straight away.
It still sometimes feels like a big ask to actually make a new game actually playable for the first time. And I really think that the first exciting stage is when you actually get that game in your hands. Oh, this is great. I want to play this.
I think we're doing an offer where the first 100 players get $10,000. Something like that. I think so. So I think Paul mentioned that actually.
Yeah,
maybe that was a dream.
He said it was his idea. He was laughing when he said it as well.